Good morning, George Adventure here. It is 10:26 this morning. It is December the 27th. It is sunshining here. I ain't seen the sun in several days, but I'm in Atlanta working. I wished I was home, so my brother and I, every year we get each other a knife. And usually the pattern we do right now, have been doing the last few years, is sod busters. And last year we ended up getting each other the same sod buster. It's pretty funny. My wife and my sister-in-law got a kick out of it. But so, we get together, and my brother doesn't live too far from me, and so we meet and we go to a restaurant and we chill out and relax, and we exchange gifts. He came up toward me this year, and so we exchanged, and I got him a sod buster, the blue, I think it's the navy blue. It's got the real pretty red oval shield on it, and he didn't have any blue ones, so that was a good one. So, and we had talked about swapping patterns up next year, but we may just stick with the Soddies for a little while, because they always come out with a new cut bone or something. So anyways, we did that, and so he got me this 6.5 bone stag, and this is the lighter colored one. And he actually, my brother carries one of these every day. He's been carrying this thing for years. So he ordered me this one. And they got another version of it. I think it's called a burnt stag bone. But this one, to me, this one's beautiful. It's got some real nice bone. You can see how thick it is. I couldn't make my mind up if I wanted to carry it, but I went ahead and said, I'm gonna carry it. My brother got it for me, so I'm gonna carry it. I may put the whiskey bone one up and replace it with this one. But you can see the color of it. It's got a beautiful bone. Bone stag. It's called bone stag, 6.5 bone stag. But you can see how pretty it is. It's got some brown and tans in there. It looks like a real outdoors type knife, and I'll tell you, I love case bone. They do a great job. You can look at that jigging right there. You see how thick it is right here. It's got a little bit of a gap, which I could care less. The blade's pretty much centered. It's a stainless steel knife, and it's got the 2010 Tang stamp. So it's got the case with the little tail on it, which I love. That's probably my favorite Tang stamp. But the back of it's USA 6.5 137. 6.5 is the bone stag. And it's got stainless steel. It's got surgical steel. And I like case stainless steel. I like it. I keep it sharpened, and I like the carbon. I love the carbon steel. I like stainless steel. I'm not, like I've told y'all before, I'm not a steel snob. And I'm not calling nobody a snob, but there's people out there that, some of these YouTube channels I've been on, they just get a little bit much with it. But I'm not picky. I'll take 440 stainless steel. I'll take D2 up to, if I like a knife, it's got Magna cut or whatever, but I don't worry about the steel that much, because I know how to sharpen a knife, and it's going to get dull, and I'm going to have to sharpen it. I don't care what steel you got. All these magical steels, they're going to get dull, and you're going to have to sharpen them. That's the bottom line. But this knife has the oval case shield, you can see right here. Standard size standard size for a Soddy, except for the bone's a little thicker. But I did notice this side of the bone's a little thinner than this side. But it don't bother me. It's just, makes it unique. The pins are all polished real nice, you know. You can see the bone, and you can see it on this side. Like I said, it's a little bit darker on the opposite side, but it's got the nice skinning blade. And this is probably, I guess it's close to being a drop point. Or maybe it is a drop point, but they call it a skinning blade. So I like this style blade the best. And I've been using the Warncliffe blades. Of course, you don't have a Soddy with a Warncliffe blade. So today is Warncliffe Wednesday, so I've got to do a video on that when I get home. But this was a nice gift my brother got. He actually got it at Johnny's. We both frequent Johnny's because Johnny's has a lot of Johnny's Barbecue has a lot of case knives. But this thing, it feels nice in your hand, man, when you feel this bone stag. It's just got a good feeling. You know, I really like to I'll sit here sometimes and just like rub it. You know, like I'm rubbing my grandson's head, you know. But it don't feel as nice as my grandson's head because he's got that buzz cut. And I love him a lot more than I do this knife, I can tell you that. But, you know, it's and I'll say it again, the Soddys, to me, are the, you know, you don't have to agree with me. It's just my opinion. We all got an opinion. But I just think the Sod Buster, for the size, is just one of the all-around best carrying knives. EDC, just slides in your pocket. I actually carry this in my watch pocket on these jeans. But it's a great knife. And while I'm talking knives, I'm gonna take my belt loose and I'm gonna do a quick video. And I made this the other day, and it's a scout draw. It's a belt sheath, belt holster, whatever, scout draw. Now this one's kind of crappy looking. It's not going to be for sale, but it was the first one. It was a prototype, the one I kind of messed with. But one of the things I've got to change is these slots that I stamped. They've got to, you know, they've got to come down a little bit. I'm going to move them down a little bit because I don't have a lot of room there it's so hard to stamp the holes in it, punch the holes. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. I think I'm going to do it. I measure, I think, 5/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna do that. And then this right here, you know, I kind of cut this by hand. So I'm probably gonna have it just straight across with a little notch out. You know, or I may do them several ways. But this is a nice way to carry, and this one fits the 75. It'll fit this trapper. The Sod Buster. It'll fit that. It'll fit a trapper. It'll fit a copper lock, copperhead. You know, fits this 75 good. Just slides right on in there. Stays in there. So I may wet form them when I make them. I may wet form it to a trapper, and then make another one, wet form it to a 75. Blah blah blah. So, but it wears good. You can see it's bent along my waist. But I saw this thing online, and so I took a picture of it, and the measurements were on it. And I changed the measurements just a little bit to suit me. As you can see, there's a lot of sewing, and I just did a ink stamp. I'll do leather stamps. But got my maker's mark on it right there. But you know, it's just something. I'm always looking to do different things. So I saw this and I thought, I'm gonna try that. And it wears good. It wears good. It really does. I I may make this pouch a little bit, maybe add 1/4 of an inch to it, and then move it down this way. But it's good like it is. I'm just probably going to wet form it. I'll probably make one for a trapper, one for a 75, one for a Soddy, you know, then on and on. But it's a great knife, man. I mean, knife sheath. So anyway, just wanted to throw that in there. And so yeah, man, if you've never bought one of these 6.5s, and they got mini trappers, they got trappers, I think they got a 75. They got some real pretty 6.5 bone stag knives, Case does. And this Soddy's beautiful. So that's my video, and I hope everybody's having a great day, and hope y'all had a great Christmas. And remember, keep your blade sharp. God bless you.